Bubbles and coffee. Good morning. The judiciary is the one place that people feel we could still get some sort of independence. With the tyrannical reign of dictator Rowley controlling all independent institutions, controlling every cent of your money spent, making decisions using COVID-19 to control and oppress citizens. The only place that we could seem to get some sort of fairness, equity, where we could make an argument and get an independent judgment seemed to be the judiciary. Look at the VIERA Bajan case. All right, what a judgment. The judge was so upset that a human being could be treated like that. Scathing judgment. The United National Congress, the opposition to fight for the rights of the citizens. If we don't get it in the parliament, we don't get the opportunity to debate bills and agree, or the government feels that they don't have to consult for special majority, withdrawal of special majority to impact your rights by a simple majority, debates being thwarted, time being curtailed, we go to the courts. Lawyers go to the courts to fight for justice, to get a fair hearing. And Senator VIERA, independent, president-appointed Senator VIERA, in his vacuous, malicious, ridiculous, unsubstantiated motion and attack on the United National Congress as a party, as an organization, and as a Senate bench, came into the Senate yesterday without an iota of evidence on Tuesday. But I'm not there to debate that. He came in his attempt to cast aspersions on the opposition and dramatize the pain and the fear and the intimidation that people needed security from the Minister of Agriculture. He said, which is very dangerous, he said, and he read from his speech, that 2 Court of Appeal judges had WhatsApp him and had conversations with him, showing their disgust in the UNC. Jayanti Lakshmidiyal, a UNC senator and a young UNC attorney, that the judges shared with him their pain, their disdain at the behavior and the lack of propriety, decorum and dignity of the UNC in the parliament and what the parliament had come to. Really? Well, Ivor Archie, is this appropriate for Court of Appeal justices to have such strong opinions on politicians, political parties, and political views, and not only to have them, but to share them with an attorney who practices in the courts over which they oversee, and to be so friendly with one attorney as opposed to the other, to cast aspersions on another attorney who may in the future have to stand before them and make an argument and look to have justice prevail, to get a fair hearing? Does this evidence placed on the Hansard by Senator VIERA put the judiciary in a bad light? Does it bring it into disrepute? Does it mean that there are judges on the bench who cannot and will not give a fair trial or fair hearing, or that they are biased in any form or fashion towards one side of the country, one side of the political fray, to the United National Congress, based on the evidence placed before the highest court of the land, the parliament, by Senator VIERA on Tuesday? Go and check the Hansard, Honourable Chief Justice. If this is true, do you believe that these 2 Court of Appeal judges should remain on the bench? He spoke not only of 2 Court of Appeal, he spoke of other High Court judges that he is so close to. How are people to feel if they come up against him in court and he is so friendly, familiar, and close to High Court judges and Court of Appeal judges? Does that show some form of apparent bias, some sort of partiality towards him as he is so close? Where are these WhatsApp messages? I suggest that you get them and find out who, what, why, when, where. Because the judiciary is the last standing bastion and protection of our democracy that is gone. There is a dark cloud clean over Trinidad and Tobago, and the only ray of light seems to be the judiciary. We're getting a hearing on open pyre cremations for the Hindu community that has been oppressed, dictated to, and discriminated against by the PNM government. But the Court of Appeal overruled and said it's an urgent matter to deal with people's loved ones, their passing, their religion, their beliefs. That's the judiciary. We have confidence in the judiciary. Senator VIERA has just broken, and maybe you don't care that it's just me, maybe it's other people. He has chipped away at my confidence by his statement on Hansard in the Senate that Court of Appeal judges and High Court judges are in conversation with him, are talking about disparaging and attacking the opposition, the United National Congress, who are duly elected by 309,000 people. And he's stating on the record that these judges were so angered. They were pained. They could not believe. They were disappointed in the UNC and how they had brought about the parliament. That's what Senator VIERA said. If this is true, Chief Justice, I think you better rally your troops, call in your troops, investigate. The judiciary is more important than any individual. The people must have confidence that they could see, get, and feel justice. That justice is real. That justice is blind. That justice does not see politics. That justice does not see one-sided behavior. That justice does not believe that the oppressor and the PNM is in charge and this is PNM country. This is a very serious matter. And for Senator VIERA to be so irresponsible, to bring that on the Hansard, shows that he leaves a lot to be desired. Is he truly outstanding? Is he? So Chief Justice Ivor Archie, over to you, sir. I believe this requires in-depth, quiet, private, detailed investigation and action to ensure that all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago remain confident in the judiciary. Bless